Hey guys, welcome back for another video. We got a good one prepared today. What we'll be doing is we'll be looking at all of our Tuesday, May 13th baseball games. We're going to go game by game, break down every single matchup we have today. We have 15 games in total. Every team is going to be in play. We're going to look at the rosters, pitching rotation, lineup, starting pitchers, try to break down who's going to win, who's going to lose, what the final score might be, and we'll also be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. If you're a baseball fan, this is it, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. I'm going to respond to every single comment. If you want to join one of our member teams, look down in the comments below. I have a pinned comment down there with the link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. We're going over every game, every day throughout this entire season, all baseball season, and we also have the other sports we cover. We have the NFL draft just happened, college football, spring transfer portal. We have a lot of stuff that's happened. Once the football season starts, we also break down every game, the best bets, money line spreads, over-unders for every game, every week as well during football season. But it's baseball season right now. We have 15 games. That's a lot to cover. Let's go ahead and get started. The very first one we have kicking everything off is at 6:10 p.m. We have the 20-21, the Milwaukee Brewers. Very competitive team, hovering around 500 the entire season. They have an offense that puts them in competition every single game. They'll be facing off here versus the 23-17 Cleveland Guardians. Right now, the Guardians 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 9.5. Cleveland minus 125. Milwaukee is plus 105 right now. Milwaukee's offense are averaging 4.5 runs a game, hitting .233. You know Milwaukee's a smaller market team. They have to play small ball. They have to find ways to piece together runs. They do it very efficiently. 35 home runs, 51 stolen bases, very aggressive on the base pass, giving up 4.14 runs per game. And for the Guardians, they're averaging 4.1 runs a game, hitting .234, 45 home runs, 30 steals, giving up 4.23 runs per game. Like most games, this one's going to come down to the pitching. You have Quinn Priester right now going for the Brewers. Both of these pitchers, they leave a little bit to be desired pitching-wise, but they have very similar stats. He has a 5.08 ERA, 101 record, 28.1 innings, 20 strikeouts, a lot of walks, 19 walks. Basically, he walks 2 guys every 3 innings, putting a lot of people on base. And for the Guardians, they have Logan Allen going 1-2 record, 4.33 ERA, 35.1 innings, 25 strikeouts, also 19 walks, 3 home runs. Give me the Guardians to win this game. When you look at the fan vote here, Milwaukee a 49.2% chance to win, Cleveland a 50.8% chance. It is very close, practically a pick 'em. I'm going to slightly go with the Guardians to pull this off to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. In our next game at 6:35 p.m., the 21-20 Minnesota Twins. This team was 7 games under 500 2 weeks ago. They are on a massive winning streak. They fought their way back to over 500. Props to them, props to the coaching staff. They were feeling a lot of pressure, a lot of heat. They were able to get away for this team to rebound. A very difficult team to play right now. They'll be facing off versus the 15-24 Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles are one of those teams preseason. We knew that they'd be able to hit home runs. We knew their pitching would be very questionable. Their pitching is highly questionable this season. Right now, the Orioles a 46.6% chance to win this one at home. Minnesota 53.4%. But Baltimore, they are the Vegas favorites, 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 9.5. Vegas sees a lot of runs being scored. The Orioles, they're minus 130. The Twins are plus 110. Minnesota, they're averaging 4 runs a game, starting to get that offense going. They've had consistent pitching the entire season, hitting .238. 35 home runs, 24 steals, giving up 3.33 runs a game. And on the other side, Baltimore, they're averaging 3.8 runs a game, hitting .227. A lot of power here, 46 home runs, 20 steals. But like I mentioned, it is the pitching that has been their Achilles heel, massively holding them back this entire season. 5.32 ERA. They're going to have Cade Povich going 1-3 record, 5.55 ERA. So slightly worse than the overall pitching, which is already pretty bad. 35.2 innings, 29 strikeouts. He's not walking that many guys. Decent strikeout percentage. And for the Twins, they have Simeon Woods Richardson going 2-2 record, 4.01 ERA, not bad at all. 33.2 innings, 31 strikeouts, only 6 home runs given up in 7 games. Give me Minnesota to pull off a close upset here, going with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with over this game just barely. A 5-4 type game. And our next one's going to be on TBS at 6:40 p.m. We're going to have the 22-20 Boston Red Sox. This is a team, a lot of people were picking them to potentially win the AL East. Some people had them going as far as the World Series this season. They'll be facing off first the 26-15 Detroit Tigers. Right now, the Red Sox second in the AL East. The Tigers first place in the AL Central. This is a really good matchup between 2 really old school teams. The Tigers, 51.9% chance to win this game. Boston, a 48.1% chance to win this game. As me making this video, the Tigers are slight favorites here, 1.5 run favorites. The over under here is 8.5. Detroit, minus 275. Boston is plus 220. The Red Sox right now, they have an offense that can make any game competitive. They're averaging 4.9 runs a game, hitting 254, 50 home runs, 45 steals. You see a very balanced offense here. A lot of power, a lot of speed. They can bring that with them on the road, and they're only giving up 3.65 runs per game. But Detroit, they have a scoring offense. They have a great pitching team. Right now, they're averaging 5.2 runs a game, hitting 255, 50 home runs. They have equal power here. Not as much speed, though, only 17 steals, but they're only giving up 3.15 runs per game. If you've missed, that is top 5 in all of baseball right now. Looking at the pitching matchup, you're going to have Bella right now going for the Red Sox. Great opening start to the season for him, 2-0 record. 2.01 ERA, 22.1 innings, 13 strikeouts, 3 home runs given up. Practically a walk per inning, but it's fine because he's keeping them from scoring, so that's okay. And then for the Tigers, they have Kaider Montero going, 1-1 record, 4.15 ERA, 21.2 innings, 22 strikeouts. He's only given up 4 home runs so far. We know both teams have power. You have the Tigers at home. I could see this one going either way. You could make a case for either team to win this one. But I'm actually going to go with the Tigers pulling off the win here. But a 1-run win, so I'm going with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. And at 6:40 p.m., we have the 12-29 Chicago White Sox. Look again, guys. This team actually is rattling off a couple wins here. They lost 121 games last season. Completely one of the worst teams you'll ever see in baseball. But they're actually staying a little competitive this season. They're not going to have a great season. They just have to do better than last year. Use that as a building block going forward. They'll be facing off first the 20-22 Cincinnati Reds. Right now, the Reds a 67.3% chance to win this game. Chicago a 32.7%. The Reds 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 9.5. Cincinnati, they're minus 190. The White Sox are plus 160. The White Sox are averaging 3.4 runs a game. They got to get that offense going. Hitting 214, 29 home runs, 32 steals. Pitching, though, has been with them the majority of the season, giving up 4.1 runs a game. And on the other side, Cincinnati, that first 2 weeks, their offense was atrocious. Then they went on a 4-week tear, scoring a lot of runs. Pitching has been consistent the entire season. They're averaging 4.7 runs a game, which is a top 15 offense right now, hitting 237, 42 home runs, 47 steals, very aggressive on offense, giving up 3.75 runs per game. They're going to have Andrew Abbott right now going for the Cincinnati Reds. 2-0 record. 2.225 ERA, 24 innings, 31 strikeouts. Strikeout pitcher. Chicago, not the best contact team. They swing a lot. They miss a lot. That bodes well for Abbott. And for the White Sox, they have Cannon going 2-4 record. Pretty decent ERA, 4.09 ERA, 44 innings, 33 strikeouts, 17 walks. So far, having a solid open of the season, but give me the Reds. When I look at the Reds, the offense, the better pitching, better bullpen. Even though the White Sox are competitive, you got to keep your eye on this one. White Sox are a scrappy team, and they're playing a little better right now. I'm going to go with Cincinnati to pull off the win, to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. Our next one's an under-the-radar competitive game at 6:45. We have the 22-19 St. Louis Cardinals. They have an offense, pitching a lot better. They can score runs. When you look at this offensive roster, they're stacked. Nolan Arenado, Contreras, Donovan, a lot of weapons here. They'll be facing off first the 24-16 Philadelphia Phillies. Right now, the Cardinals second in the NL Central. Phillies second in the NL West. Right now, the Phillies 52.9% chance to win this game. St. Louis, a 47.1%. The Phillies are the favorites at home. 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 7.5. Philadelphia, they're minus 160. The Cardinals are plus 135. The Cardinals are averaging 4.7 runs a game, hitting 261. They have 0 issues getting guys on base. They have one of the better averages for a team in all of baseball. 38 home runs, 28 steals, giving up 3.85 runs per game. Solid numbers overall for the Phillies. One of the best offensive rosters in baseball. They're not all hitting right now. Once they get Bryce Harper and guys like that hot, Schwarber right now just clubbing the ball. This is an offense that can go really far, and they, to me, have the deepest pitching rotation in baseball. It's really going to benefit them in August and September. They're averaging 4.8 runs a game, hitting 257, 42 home runs, 37 steals, giving up 3.76 runs per game. And looking at the pitching, Sonny Gray going for the Cardinals. Sonny Gray, as long as he's not pitching in pinstripes, he's usually going to give you a very good game, very consistent games week in and week out throughout his entire career. 0.5 ERA. Over his career this season, 3.5 ERA, exactly what his career average is. 4-1 record, 46.1 innings, 47 strikeouts, very efficient, keeping the pitch count down. He's going up against Jesus Luzardo, career 4.1 ERA. Great open to the season for him, 3-0 record, 2.11 ERA, 47 innings, 51 strikeouts, only 2 home runs given up in 7 games, keeping the ball in the ballpark. That's what you need versus a very good St. Louis Cardinals offense. Give me the Phillies to win this one at home to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And at 7:07 p.m., the 18-22 Tampa Bay Rays here on the road versus the 20-20 Toronto Blue Jays. We need to see some more from the Blue Jays. We need to see some more from their offense. They're starting to score some more runs right now, but when you look at this offensive roster, they have a lot of untapped potential on there. Springer, Bichette, Vlad Guerrero Jr. A lot of weapons on this team. They just got to get everyone going at the same time, and they definitely need to hit some more home runs. Right now, the Blue Jays 52.2% chance to win this game. Tampa Bay a 47.8. The Blue Jays 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. Toronto, they're minus 130, and the Rays are plus 110. Tampa Bay, not a bad bullpen at all. If it turns into a bullpen game, they have the edge there. They're averaging 3.8 runs a game, hitting 241, 32 home runs, 47 steals. Very aggressive on the bases, giving up 3.74 runs per game. And on the other side, Toronto, 3.9 runs a game, hitting 250, starting to hit better, 30 home runs, 26 steals. They are starting to hit some home runs now. They've been hovering around that 20 to 25 mark. They're starting to knock it out of the park more, and they're giving up 4.23 runs a game. They have Jose Barrios right now going for the Blue Jays, 101 record, 3.86 ERA, 46.2 innings, 45 strikeouts, and then you have Shane Baz right now going for the Rays, 3-2 record, 4.93 ERA, 38.1 innings, 40 strikeouts. He's striking out a lot of guys, but the Blue Jays, they have the hitters who could be contact hitters, and they're the hotter offense right now. Give me Toronto to win this one at home to cover the spread. I'll go with the over here as well. And at 7:10 p.m., the 14-27 Pittsburgh Pirates. This is a team that shouldn't be as bad as they're playing right now. Season got away from them really quick. They got to find a way to rebound. They'll be facing off here versus the 26-15 New York Mets, one of the best teams in baseball right now, one of the best offensive rosters, and the number 2 overall pitching team in baseball. Who would have thought this pitching rotation playing well? They have a deep bullpen. Right now, the Mets 71.6% chance to win this game. Pittsburgh a 28.4. The Mets are 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 7.5. New York, they're minus 250. The Pirates are plus 205. The Mets are heavy favorites here. Such heavy favorites that it makes it a little worrisome to me because sometimes that means there's going to be an upset. Pittsburgh, their biggest issue has been their offense. They got to score some more runs. 3.1 runs a game, hitting 220, 28 home runs, 45 steals, giving up 4.14 runs per game. They're aggressive on the bases, but they need some home runs. They need someone driving in some runs. Right now, the Mets, 4.9 runs a game. Soto, Lindor, Alonso. What better top 3 can you ask for? Hitting 255. 51 home runs, 30 steals. It's that pitching, though, giving up 2.88 runs per game. That is elite. That is top 2 in baseball. They have Senga going for the Mets. When he's on the mound, he's the race. He's as good as anyone so far this season. 4-2 record, 1.16 ERA. As long as he's healthy, he's elite. 38.2 innings, 35 strikeouts, only 1 home run given up in 7 games. Those are serious numbers right there. He's going up against Mitch Keller. 1-4 record, 4.4 ERA, 45 innings, 35 strikeouts. Senga just has to make sure the Mets offense gives him some run support. Give me the Mets to win this game to cover the spread. I'll go with the over. And at 7:15 p.m., we have the 17-24 Washington Nationals. Don't fully judge them by the record. This is actually a pretty competitive team. They have a lot of very close 1-2 run losses. They're facing off here versus the 19-21 Atlanta Braves. One of those teams that I would not want to play right now. Started out the season 0-7. I said, do not panic. They're going to get hot. They have gotten hot. They're starting to hit better. They're starting to pitch a lot better. Since they went 0-7, they've gone 19-14, and they don't even have their best player yet. Right now, the Braves 72.9% chance to win this game. Washington a 27.1. The Braves are 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. Atlanta, they're minus 225. The Nationals are plus 185. The Nationals are averaging 4.2 runs a game, hitting 239. 40 home runs, 43 steals. The offensive numbers look great. It's that pitching. One of the worst in baseball. Bottom 5, you're giving up 5.45 runs a game. They got to score 6 runs just to get a win here. And for the Braves, are averaging 3.9 runs a game, hitting 237, 42 home runs, 25 steals. It's all without their best player, giving up 3.87 runs per game. They're going to have Spencer Schwallenbach going for Atlanta. 3.87 career ERA so far this season, 1-3 record, 3.61. He's right on point there. 47.1 innings, 43 strikeouts, only 5 home runs given up. He's going up against Michael Soroka for his career 3.5 ERA this season, 7.2, 10 innings, 11 strikeouts. Having a 7.2 ERA is not bad over 10 innings. That number will come down, but it might not come down today. Give me the Braves to win this one to cover the spread, but I'm actually going to go with the under here, a lower scoring game. And at 7:40 p.m., the 15-24 Miami Marlins. We're just going to call this what it is. One of the worst pitching teams in baseball right now versus the 23-18 Chicago Cubs. The Cubs first place in the NL Central. This is a very well-rounded team, especially on offense. They have power. They have speed. They're one of the best scoring teams in baseball. Top 3 overall offense. Cubs 72.5% chance to win this one. Miami a 27.5. Cubs heavy favorites here. They are 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. They're minus 250. Miami's plus 205. Chicago such heavy favorites. Again, it is a little concerning when you are favored by that much. Miami, they're averaging 4.2 runs a game, hitting 246, 34 home runs, 38 steals, but it's that pitching, giving up 5.7 runs per game. They got to drop that down. They at least have to get to the low 5s, hopefully drop it into the 4s. As of right now, they, just like the Nationals, you got to score 6 runs just to win a game. Going up against the Cubs, 5.7 runs a game, one of the best. 252 average, 59 home runs, that's top 3 in total home runs, 49 steals, that's top 5 in steals, and then they're giving up 4.09 runs per game. Ben Brown for the Cubs, 3-3 record, 4.95 ERA, 36.1 innings, 44 strikeouts, only 3 home runs given up in 7 starts. That's solid. It's the strikeout numbers. He strikes out a lot of guys, a lot of swing and misses. Miami, they do strike out a lot, so that does bode well for the Cubs, and the Cubs have the offense to potentially take advantage of Miami's pitching. They have Beloso going. He's not the problem. Very solid season for him. 0-2 record, 3.5 ERA, 18 innings, 14 strikeouts. 10 walks, though, in 18 innings. That's a lot of walks. Give me the Cubs to win this one to cover the spread. I'll go with the over. And 8:05 is our next game. If you blink, you might miss the fact that the Rockies, yes, the Rockies, won a game this past weekend. Props to them. 7-33. Yes, they fired their coach. This is the worst team in baseball. They play in Colorado, yet they can't hit. Pitching is really bad. They need some type of spark. They need some momentum so they can at least carry that into next season. They're facing the 20-21 Texas Rangers, who would love to get a win here, would love to be 500, would love to be over 500. Texas, 61.9% chance to win this one. Colorado, a 38.1, but they're showing some life here after giving up like 50 runs in a 3-game span. Right now, the Rockies are averaging 3.3 runs a game, hitting 219, 34 home runs, 18 steals, giving up 5.77 runs per game. I'm pretty sure that's the worst in baseball. If not, it is at least bottom 2. The Rangers, 3.4 runs a game, hitting 233, 41 home runs, 33 steals, giving up 3.4 runs a game. Seager, he's that missing piece. This offense is a lot better than it's been playing. It's been the pitching that's kept this team alive. But we know on paper they have a top 10 overall offense. They just have to get a spark. Right now, they're going to have Jack Leiter going for the Rangers. He's giving up 5.09 runs a game, but thankfully for him, Colorado gives up way more than that. He has a 2-2 record, 23 innings, 18 strikeouts, and then you have Kyle Freeland right now going for the Rockies, 0-5 in search of his first win, 6.41 ERA, 39.1 innings, 30 strikeouts. The Rangers need to get that offense going. Who better than this? Try to start that streak here than the Colorado Rockies. Give me the Rangers winning this one, covering the spread. I'll go with the over. This next game, I'm not going to lie, this is going to be a really difficult one to call. Might be the hardest one of the night to me at 8:10 p.m. The 24-18 Kansas City Royals. The fact that they're 24-18 with a pretty bad offense is just a testament, is paramount to how great their pitching is. They're going up against the 20-19 Houston Astros. The Astros, they have a lot of injuries starting the pile. They have Alvarez, Jose Altuve. When this team is healthy, they have great pitching. The offense is starting to play a lot better. It's a team you want to keep your eye on. Veteran, experienced squad. The Astros, 58.8% chance to win this one. KC, a 41.2. Houston, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 7.5. The Astros are minus 150. The Royals are plus 125. KC, they're averaging 3.4 runs a game, hitting 242, 27 home runs, 37 steals, giving up 2.99 runs a game. That is top 3 in baseball. And then the Astros are averaging 4.2 runs a game, hitting 249, 33 home runs, 22 steals, giving up 3.44 runs per game. Even though it's not top 3, it is still top 7, top 8. Very good pitching team. KC is just one of the best right now. They're going to have Chris Bieber going right now for the Royals, 4-2 record, 1.69 ERA, 47 strikeouts in 48 innings, only 2 home runs given up in 7-8 starts. This guy's pitching great. And for the Astros, they have the veteran Valdez going. When he's on, he's one of the best statistical pitchers in baseball. 2-4 record this season, 3.94 ERA. Not the best start of his career, but since his first 2 to 3 starts, he's actually pitching a lot better, starting to hit his stride. 48 innings, 44 strikeouts, 17 walks. This is one that could go either way. Both pitchers could have shutout innings. And then what happens once you get to the bullpen? Both teams have stacked bullpen. Give me the Royals. It might be a stretch. I'm going to go with the Royals pulling off the upset, going with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. Very low scoring game. And at 9:40 p.m., one of the best games that we're going to be looking at, a top 3 matchup tonight. The 23-17 New York Yankees at 9:40 p.m. visiting the 22-17 Seattle Mariners. The Yankees first place in the AL East, Seattle first place in the AL West. 2 first place divisional teams facing off for who's going to be the best in the American League. The Yankees 55.1% chance to win this game. Seattle a 44.9. Both of these teams have the power, have the ability for there to be some real fireworks, some sparks this game. The Yankees 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 7.5, which kind of seems low this game, but it's because of the pitching matchup. Right now, the Yankees minus 145, Seattle plus 120, New York 5.9 runs a game. That is number 1 in baseball right now. 263 average. They get a lot of guys on bases. They draw walks. They get hits. Number 1 in home runs, 70 home runs, and obviously so much of that relies on the shoulders of Aaron Judge. 409 average in month 2, 14 home runs, 39 RBIs. It is video game numbers. 29 steals for this team, 3.71 ERA. That's even without Cole, their ace. This team is still continuing one of the best starting rotations in baseball. Seattle, though, they have the offense where they could match up with anyone. 4.9 runs a game, 243 average, 53 home runs, 43 steals, very aggressive, 4 runs per game. And looking at our pitching, that's really where everything lies this game. Brian Wu going for the Mariners, career 3.5 ERA. This guy's been bringing it all season, 4-1 record, 3.25 ERA, 44.1 innings, 44 strikeouts, only 4 home runs in 7 games. But is there anyone pitching better than Max Fried right now? Maybe Yamamoto. This is really close here. 6-0, undefeated in 8 starts, 1.05 ERA. They have not lost the game he has started this season. 51.2 innings, 47 strikeouts, only 3 home runs. This is elite control. He's going to lose one at some point, but until it happens, I'm not going to believe it. Give me Fried, give me the Yankees to win this one. They have a very good bullpen. They win this one, they cover the spread. We'll go with the over here. And at 9:40 p.m., the 16-23 Los Angeles Angels facing the 25-14 San Diego Padres. A battle of our West Coast teams. The Angels 5th place in the West right now. San Diego 2nd place in the NL West, which is the deepest division in baseball. Right now, the Angels on the road, 32.2% chance to win this game. San Diego a 67.8. They're 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 7.5. San Diego, they're minus 190. The Angels are plus 160. The Angels 3.7 runs a game, hitting 216. They don't score very many runs a game, but they do hit a lot of home runs, 53 home runs. They're all solo home runs, so they're only worth 1 run each. 19 steals, giving up 5.2 runs a game. They don't score very many runs. They do give up a lot of runs. San Diego, one of the best overall rosters in baseball. Machado, 324 average. Tatis, 320 average, 9 home runs, 23 RBIs. As a team, they're averaging 4.6 runs a game, hitting 266, 36 home runs, 33 steals, very balanced, giving up 3.25 runs per game. That's a top overall, top 7 pitching team. They can beat you multiple ways. This is a team that's actually built for as the playoffs get closer. Looking at the pitching, Jose Soriano going for the Angels, 2-4 record, 4 ERA for his career, 3.8, 45 innings, 37 strikeouts, only 3 home runs. He's not been the problem pitching-wise. He just needs some run support, and he needs the bullpen to hold some of these games for him. He's going up against Dylan Cease right now for the Padres. 4 straight 200 strikeout seasons for his career, 3.81 ERA. 1-2 record this season, 4.91 ERA. Worst start of his career this season, but he's a veteran. He's going to turn things on, and when he does, it's going to be hell to pay for whoever he's pitching against. 40.1 innings, 48 strikeouts, only 4 home runs. Not getting the outs, but he is getting the strikeouts, keeping the ball in the ballpark. Give me San Diego. They're just the better team right now to win this one, to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And at 9:45 p.m., the 21-20 Arizona Diamondbacks, they're 21-20, and they're 4th place in the NL West. That's how deep that division is. Versus the 24-17 San Francisco Giants, 3rd place in the NL West, and they're 24-17. The Giants 57.3% chance to win this game. Arizona a 42.7. Arizona 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 7.5. The Giants are minus 105. The Diamondbacks are minus 115. Do not sleep on the Diamondbacks here. This is an offense. They can score some runs. They give up a lot of runs, but their offense will keep them in any one of these games. Right now they're averaging 5 runs a game, hitting 248, 54 home runs. A lot of power here. 34 steals, giving up 4.6 runs a game. Pitching started out the season not bad. That was their weakness last year, kept them out of the playoffs. They should hopefully get better this season. Right now, San Francisco, 4.7 runs a game, hitting 232, 42 home runs, 24 steals, but they have the better pitching, 3.42 runs per game. For the Diamondbacks, they have a fat going right now, 6-2 record, getting a lot of wins here. He's pitching solid. 3.28 ERA, 46.2 innings, 41 strikeouts. If he has a great game, you know the Arizona Diamondbacks are going to score just enough runs for you to win. Then you have Robbie Ray right now going for the Giants. He's a veteran. 5-0 start to the season. No losses yet. 2.84 ERA, 44.1 innings, 26 strikeouts. 23 walks. That's practically a walk every other inning. That is a lot of walks, but he's keeping them from scoring. He's living dangerously, living on the edge, but he doesn't have a loss yet. Give me the Giants to win this game to pull off the upset. Going with the +1.5, going with the over. But you have to respect the pitching up a fat and the scoring ability of the Diamondbacks, where this game is one of those ones that could teeter either way. And at 10:10 p.m., our final game, the 21-20 Athletics visiting the 27-14 Los Angeles Dodgers, first place in the NL West. The Athletics third place in the AL West. Right now, the Dodgers 66.7% chance to win this game. The Athletics a 33.3. The Dodgers 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 9.5. Right now, Los Angeles -190. The Athletics are +160. You might think it's crazy for the Athletics to beat the Dodgers. The Dodgers are mortal. They have a lot of injuries concerns, but this team is so talented. Best roster in baseball when they're healthy. They continue to find ways to win. But the Athletics, they have a lot of power here. If the pitching is off this game, the Athletics can power their way to a victory. They're averaging 4.4 runs a game, hitting .259, 51 home runs, 18 steals, 4.82 runs per game. These two teams look at baseball differently. One tries to build up, tries to say small ball, and one team is a powerhouse with those contracts and with their development also. The Dodgers averaging 5.6 runs a game, hitting .265, 64 home runs. That's second place in baseball. 30 steals, giving up 3.83 runs a game. They have so many pitching injuries, and yet they're only giving up 3.83 runs per game. That is actually very commendable. Very good job balancing that rotation and that bullpen. You have Landon Knack, the young guy, going for the Dodgers, 2-0 record, 4.61 ERA. Starting to show some good stuff, 13.2 innings, 12 strikeouts, only one home run given up. Going up against Jeffrey Springs for the Athletics, 4-3 record, 4.81 ERA, 39.1 innings, 32 strikes out. Walks a lot of guys. I wouldn't want to walk people versus that Dodgers lineup, but this is one of those games. If Springs has a great game, he can rely on some run support. But I'm actually going to go with the Dodgers to win this game to cover the spread, but I'm going to go with the under. Guys, that's our predictions. That's our best bets for all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Tuesday, May 13th. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, drop them below. I will respond. If you want to join one of our team member groups, look in the chats below. I have the link pinned down there. We would appreciate it if you sign up. Thanks for watching, guys.